I always do an Ascension topic every month, and I send out what's going on, what I sense, what I feel. Um, and I send it out to everybody. So I'm so happy that there's so many people tuning into that energy. I focus on the fifth dimensional vibration. So all the things that we've learned about in 3D, we're now moving past, and we're into the fifth now. We're cementing ourselves into that beautiful fifth dimensional vibration where anything is possible, infinite possibilities coming forth, allowing us to really truly understand who we are in the essence of all that is, in the essence of all of creation, understanding the universe as a whole, understanding our role here on planet Earth, and where we're moving to. Planetary ascension is no small task to be taken on, and that's why there's a lot of beings from all over the universe has taken part in allowing Gaia to ascend, and all of those who are with Gaia right now and choosing to ascend as well. So the things that I talk about are ascension topics: how to align yourself with that fifth dimensional vibration, how to better understand our universe, how to better understand how we live as individual energetic beings of spirit vibration, and allowing ourselves to kind of float through still this physical, seemingly physical life, and manifest beauty, manifest the brilliance of who we are as spirit essence. So a lot of it is truly understanding that we are spirit essence. It's understanding that this is who we are. We're evolving. We're not so limited and caught up in the fear and the dark that we used to, or behind the veil, if you will. A lot of people understand that meaning. And those are old 3D vibrations where we felt that we didn't have choice, we didn't have option, and we really, really do. Fifth dimensional vibration is about us being all that we are in our spirit essence. It's understanding all of the aspects of who we are. We are a physical body, and we have the energetic aspects of who we are. The spirit vibration, the spirit personality of who I call myself, and we have a soul. We have the oversoul on top of that. We're also commingling and intermingling with all of these energetic patterns because we are all energy. We're experiencing this seemingly physical reality, but it's all an illusion. This is all the experience we came here for. And so, what makes up the other aspects of who we are? Scientists are just beginning to understand and tap into all of the aspects of our DNA. And people thinking that DNA was junk DNA, but it's really not. So, it's really wonderful that we can expand ourselves in that way to have a better idea of why we're here. And what we're doing here. And I think the universe agrees with me because the sun is really coming through the clouds. So it says, yeah, right on. And this is what it means by human potential, is knowing that there's so much more than we ever thought, and we're just tapping into it. Myself, along with other beautiful, wonderful esoteric teachers or channelers, there's a few really, really wonderful channelers. They're all tapping into this energy, and they're all filtering this energy from higher realms to feed to us, to feed to the ones that are open, to feed to the ones that are ready for change, to feed to the ones that are feeling themselves, there's something going on here, I need to tap into it. There's all of these things happening, and we're just tapping into it now, and we just have no idea of what the potentials are that we have as humans. I've got a couple of books coming out, and in there I talk about the potential of the human changing to this illuminated galactic human in the time ahead. And it's allowing us to explore beyond who we are, to allow our heart, the heart center of who we are as humans, to open up profoundly and to become illuminated, to allow the spirit essence of who we are speak for us fully, as opposed to I've worked many years in structured environments, and it's kind of like you're moving along with the crowd. You can't really be fully who you are, especially if you understand and you're really passionate about all these topics, because the majority of people just don't understand. They're beginning to. It's opening up, especially with wonderful shows that are on the H2 channel and History channel. They're at least allowing people to gather, well, what else? Maybe the things we were taught in school wasn't necessarily 100% true, but it was kind of what we were given. It was kind of what we were led to believe, and that's what we've worked with. But however, it's much grander, and it's much bigger, and it's much more special than we ever thought. There's many, many beings in part with this process. We just didn't pop here on Earth. There was a plan, there was a divine plan, and it was in many thousands of years in the making. Um, our history goes back much farther than we ever thought. And who is the true heritage to humanity? The Pleiadians and the Syrians. I mean, all of these beautiful planets that are supporting us and guiding us and sending us wonderful, beautiful energy and streaming them to us, and the channelers that are open to this information. And they're feeding all of these wonderful streams in, preparing us for, between, now and 2025, and when we do have open contact, we're reunited with our galactic families and we're acting as one body in the universe, and we're not being negative and judgmental about the potential, you know. Um, and so we've dealt with all of those negative beliefs and those definitions that have really had us held back. And that's what I think 2012 and 2013 were really all about. 2014 was about us clarifying who we want to be. And 2015 will be about walking the walk, practicing these things until it's inbred within who we are. We are spirit beings. We can use our intuitions to make decisions. We can be our spirit essence and really open ourselves up to a much broader sense of energy than we ever thought possible. I know that since I've been on my path, I've gone through amazing transformations. And what I was 8 years ago to who I am now is complete night and day. The physical body may be similar, but everything that's changed within is just incredible. I can even say the physical body has changed as well, because I've had people, tell me that I do look a lot younger, because I'm changing the aspects of my DNA. I'm changing the aspects. I'm practicing youthing, affirmations and things like that. So I'm aspecting the changing of the DNA, the innate aspects of who I am, and my Merkaba, all of these bodies of who I am working together. And that's when you find that you've heard these cases of spontaneous healing. All of these people are getting on board with who they truly are, and they're understanding that there's a much greater aspect to who they are. And you've heard these in many cases, like near-death experiences, where they've changed completely overnight within a moment because they've understood or they've seen something, they've experienced something much bigger than what they ever thought. And they're starting to piece together, that's their awakening, a trigger. I call them triggers, awakening triggers or ascension triggers. They're profound moments that you can't get. There's just no explaining it. It's an anomaly because the average world, the mass consciousness, just doesn't understand the unseen. They don't understand that you can intuitively see something without it actually being there. And for many, many lifetimes, many of us have been, put behind bars, or we've been even killed, for the things that we've seen or believed or had the ability to detect, because the rest of the world, the rest of the masses just didn't understand it, or they thought it was, from certain aspects of the people that they were getting it from, it was negative, and it was not accepted. And that's what many of the masters who were crucified for their beliefs and for the wonderful work that they did that walked the planet from our ancient histories, a lot of our masters, had a very tragic ending, one that they knew they would be walking into, but it was their role to bring the light to the forefront and not live in fear anymore, not live in controlled environments anymore. So, this is where, the understanding of our true potential, all that we're a part of, and how we can be really fully illuminating that out to the universe. And that's what's just so beautiful. We become bigger, we become shinier, we become brighter, and things really just start falling into our lap. It's not really the law of attraction or manifestation. It's about you becoming truly who you are, and then the universe opens up. And I've always said to my children, I talk to my children about this all the time, is when you're being who you are, when you're not pretending to be someone else, when you're not trying to fit in with other people's ideals, the universe can find you. It's like the clouds separate like they are today. The clouds separate and they find you, and the light shines brighter upon you, and you get things because you're being who you are. You're not pretending. You're not giving, false ideals to other people just to satisfy them. You're living your truth. If that's a job you don't like, then you move, you change. And yeah, it's going to be tough. Sometimes those changes are tough, but you need to do it. You have that faith within yourself to know that you can walk forward in boldness and in clarity, and know that the universe will work itself around you because you believe in yourself that much. And that's what becoming an illuminated person, an illuminated human being is. You're allowing yourself to fall forward in your beautiful essence of all that you are, and you don't have to make excuses for it. I know for many years, and sometimes I still catch myself, if someone doesn't understand what I'm talking about, or if I meet someone new and, they're not into that same level of energy that I am. um, you know, you can only give them so much information. Sometimes it's overload because there's people that are just not ready to awaken, and sooner or later those vibrations will sort themselves out, because we will be floating to, shifting to a new reality where most people on that reality will be of that same vibration, and then those who are at that higher resonating vibration will also be with others that are at that as well. But until that shift happens, which I believe will be in the next couple of years, my own intuitive sensing, um, you know, there's that intermingling with all sorts of energies, people that are super negative that you've had a chance to, commingle with, to reflect something to you so that you can learn and move forward, or just energies sorting themselves out. Sometimes it's just as simple as that. But as long as you are remaining true to who you are, when you know your true potential, when you know that this is the path that you're on and there's no going back, then there's no stopping you. There's no stopping what will unfold to you. And it's really quite brilliant and beautiful. So I wanted to put that out there just as a little taster, as a little teaser as to what's coming up in my book. My book, I've talked about some personal experiences, the visitation experiences in dreams and meditations, and all of those wonderful experiences that we go through when we are in the awakening stage and we're moving through our ascension process. And I've also designed the book so that I can explain it in practical terms. So anybody that's moving through ascension or is concerned, or not concerned, but curious, really wants to take a part in this, they can pick the book up and understand. I've put it in terms that everybody can understand the language and it not be so esoteric and out there. Have it be reflected at the level where everybody can learn and move forward in. And that's what I'm really get excited about, is I've always been one to take whatever complex information and bring it down to that level so that everybody can work with it. And that's always been my passion, because it's all fine and well to talk about all this stuff, but it needs to be practical, that people can use it. And it needs to be something that, you can pick it up on one day and do it and practice it, and then have it sink in, have it integrate within you, and then move through that energy. Because every time you change yourself in a big way, especially through ascension practicing, it takes a while for things to sort themselves out and your energy shifts. So, it's not like you can move through ascension overnight. It just won't happen. Some people, the odd experience, I'm sure it will. I mean, if it's possible, it's possible. But for the majority of people, we come in with baggage. We come in with other life experience that we need to work through. We've come in with ideas that we need to work through in this life theme. And so we're having to move through, of course, all the conditioning that we've been brought up with school and families and religions and all of those things that allow us to think and believe certain things. But truly, they're not really the case at all. We're much more free. We're much more infinite than we ever thought. And now we're finally starting to tap into it. And we're finally starting to understand that, wow, we're really much greater than we ever thought. I can manifest things brilliantly here. And you can really get in that fifth dimensional vibration. And that's what my passion is. So join me. I do have my books that are coming out. January 1st, hopefully, will be the kind of the date that I'm working on. And so feel free to do that. And then I've also got my SoundCloud every morning. I'm going to put an inspirational message on SoundCloud on the main page there. I do private readings. I assist people when they want to align to a higher energy. I work around their schedule and we do private readings, private alignment sessions. And that's meditative practices, discussions, pretty much, life coach type of thing, but on that fifth dimensional vibration. And then we talk about, I also have fifth dimensional readings and sessions. So if you're going through ET experiences or visitations or dreams or meditations, you want to talk about them, then we also have that aspect of it as well. Because I found when I was going through all these things, there weren't a lot of people to talk to about this stuff. So here I am. I've been there, done that. So I'm here to offer my services to humanity in this respect, and to assist in the understanding from what I've learned over the last 8 years, but also throughout my entire life. I've always known about these things my entire life, and it's just now that it's been okay to talk about it. I've kind of come out of the closet in that respect. So as many of us have, oh my gosh, I can't tell you the number of people that have had the similar experiences, and they've just said, enough is enough. I'm tired of playing the game, and they want to come out and be real. So be authentic and love who you are, and be shiny and brilliant, because that's who we're meant to be. And once you start being that, you'll be amazed, and you'll be sending me emails about all the things that are unfolding for you, because that's just how the universe works. So feel free to send me messages. So I'm going to sign off for now. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and feel free to touch base with me on any social network, Google, Twitter, Facebook. I'm out there, Joanna RossPerez, as well as our website, universalunity.ca. So be passionate about who you are. Love all the aspects that you are. And even if there's things that you might think you don't like about yourself, love that too. Embrace it. Have it transform. The more you try and hide from it, the more you try and run from it, the more you try and fear it, you're just going to bring more of that to yourself. So embrace all of that you are. Learn to love who you are. Be gentle and kind with yourself. Move forward in this fifth dimensional vibration with excitement and joy, and finding all these new wonderful things working out for you automatically because you just trust and have value and integrity within the universe. And for this ultimate reverence that we have, that we're moving into our full spirit being and full spirit essence and full consciousness. We're not only half awake now, we're full awake. So get ready, because it's going to be a great ride. So this is Joanna signing off from Universal Unity. Namaste, my dear friends, and may blessings and love and light be with you always. Stay tuned and have a wonderful, wonderful day.